Lucky number 13. Lucky number draft number 13. Over here, up in here, we're working our way up towards Mythic. I think we're Plat 1-ish, or maybe high Plat 2. So if we get a couple of good drafts today, we will catapult into Diamond. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing the Midnight Suns DLC, do a little bit of storming. And then on Friday, we're going to play Tears of the Kingdom. But don't worry, because next week, we'll be right back to doing some Climber Ruin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scourgerland. Scourgerland, Scourgerland, Scourgerland. Good to see you, man. Can you re-ask your question when I go to deck building? Because right now, I'm busy selecting one of the most bomb rares. Right now, I'm busy, you know? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. There's some great cards in this pack. Some cards I'm big fans of. Dual Lands. Gift of Completion. Comically, I think that Surveil and Scry are disproportionately valuable cards. Or excuse me, disproportionately valuable keywords in this current meta. My god, the ability to just put a land on the bottom and keep casting spells. I mean, drawing cards is ideal, but the fact that it's free surveilling with this, I just think it's super underrated. I love, love, love this card. But Invasion of Karsus is just so stupidly busted. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each thing. I mean, that in and of itself, amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. I see a Kenra Spell Spear. It's in our colors. It's in our colors, which, as you might have known, is nuke the board. Kenra Spell Spear, I think, is just, like, the best uncommon in red by a wide margin. Well, maybe Stoke the Flames, but I think Kenra Spell Spear is just silly, nutty, mega, uber, giga busted. When I was first evaluating it, everyone was going down the greed route, so a 2-2 that, you know, occasionally flips for some 3-3 and 5-5 damage, it felt solid. But increasingly the format is getting more and more and more aggressive, more low to the ground. Cards like Eye of Gataxius, you see me eyeing a lot. A lot more of the commons. Let's go ahead and snag this. Baral, I think, needs a lot of support. Like, you need to know that your deck is really spell heavy to maximize the use of this. And often, you're just not going to be having that guarantee. Oh my god, the person to my right is even slower than I am. EK Hawkman says, what's this? A draft starting less than 30 minutes into the stream? How is this possible? I don't know. No one can be sure. So, a couple good cards here. Shana Sisei's Legacy, for some reason, always wheels. I don't know why. I think this card's magnificent. Very good when the board stalls. Very good recipient of a lot of counters. Just great. I'm certainly going to be picking Collective Nightmare. It's a cheap Convoke card. Black-red is just very nice as a color combo. I'm super comfortable with it. In Black-red, you know I'm an adorer of the Boomtown Beatstick. This does a weirdly large amount of damage, and the fact that it makes a treasure token is very good for a lot of the sack effects. Other cards that I like here, Order of the Mirror is nice. Furnace Reigns is god tier if I am in Black-red Sacrifice, which I would like to be in. Okay, the game is making some decisions for me. I like when that happens. You know I'm a indecisive human being. I'm going to grab this, Stoke the Flames. Grabbing the crap out of it. Holy Open Red Table. Well, we're pick 4, and seeing a Stoke the Flames on pick 4 is surprising. That's very surprising to me. I'm not yet committed to a second color. I would like to be black-red, for the pure and simple reason that I just like playing black-red. I would like to do it, as in, like, I would like that. We see, amazingly, a Volcanic Spite. This is the most stacked pick 5. What? Kami, Tandem Takedown, Invasion of Asgol, all incredible cards. This is amazing in the green-white counters list, because it increases the amount of counters, and then as a bonus upside, it generates more mana. Tandem Takedown is sick. Final Flourish is great. Invasion of Asgol is great. I mean, we're going to take Volcanic Spite, because I think that Volcanic Spite is one of the best removals in the set. Because you heard me just oozing about how much I love. All right, there's NFR's Dispersal. You heard me just oozing with love for Surveil and Scry. This kind of has a similar vibe where you get to shoot and dunk something you don't need, notably a land, when things are going a little deeper. I think Afara's Dispersal is it, I think. I do like Wicked Slumber. I mean, the green is just flowing like crazy. But I'm very surprised to see this late. I think this is the best card here. We've not been seeing a ton of blue. I'm going to pick the Pest. I mean, the green is just coming all the fuck way around. There's a Mirror Shield Hoplite. That's also extremely, extremely, extremely good. Part of me was eager to take the Overgrown Pest because if I have Overgrown Pest, it's easier to splash another color. And Collective Nightmare is a card to splash for. Sheevan Branch Burner, I've not been super impressed with. It's better in the Boros lists. Nothing else here is particularly good. Again, I loved these Land Cyclers, and these Land Cyclers. I still love them, but I feel like they need a particular look of deck. Wow, there's a Rampaging Geoderm. Good read on the switch to green. I don't see anything that's that notable here. We're going to grab the Rampaging Geoderm. The card's just terrific. I really do like Ravenous Sailback, but I think it's probably correct for me to get the land. I think it's probably correct to get the land. We don't have to be incredibly aggressive. We really need stabilization early on. I think I'll just take the Atraxas Fall. This is good to have like one of. Mamma mia, my furnace rains. Mamma mia. Mama fucking mia. There's my furnace rains. Oh! I'm just gonna take this. I think Boomtown Beatstick is probably right. I think I am in the correct colors. I think Chomping Kavu's great, but I think you know I love 2-drops. Yeah, I think we read this pretty correctly here. Get in here. Get in here. Not going to disrespect you and leave you as the final pick. Well, if at first you don't succeed, just draft this card twice. We're going to go ahead and mark that one. It's kind of good. There it is. Yeah, this is the game. This is the game. Now, before you go, dang, Sean, you're so lucky, I do want to stress that this format has not one rare and 3 uncommons, but often has a total of 6 rare/uncommons. What is going to be coming back here? Shatter the Source, I go back and forth about. I think it's probably good enough to be picking up, but we're going to get the Invasion of Karsus. We're 0% running this Mirror Shield Hoplite, so I'll go ahead. Well, you know, we might run the Quintorius Lore Master. I mean, there's nothing good in green-red here. There's really nothing good. I'm going to pick him. I'm going to get this turkey. We're going to grab him. Well, this is kind of interesting. We're actually getting some... All right, welcome back. Getting some weird picks here. This is weird. This is weird. So none of the green-red cards are good. Storm the Seed Core is the most reasonable among the ones that we have. But I do suspect that will wheel. I'm gonna do something a little crazy here. Let me just take a peek at this. It's gonna be hard to convince me to get off this. Yeah, I'm gonna hedge red black because I'm ever so slightly unsure what the fuck is even going on in this draft. I think that this is the first reasonably clear pick that we've had in a bit. The Bloodfell Caves really opens up a lot of opportunity for us. I'm gonna get my water. Raoul's Reinforcements, I don't actually like that much outside of blue-red. Invasion of Mercadia, I think, is very obviously a super-duper solid pick for us. Yeah, I'll get the Invasion of Mercadia. Now, one thing that I think is really key to note about what our deck is doing right now, this is a clear the board spell. Okay, this clears the board, and we have 2 of them. So if I try to run lots and lots of tiny little creatures, we can wind up getting ourselves in trouble. So, for instance, if I was running Furnace Rains and I was trying to push really hard to get the Rakdos Sack archetype in, I might run into some issues. That deck has a lot of things that don't have more than 3 toughness. So I do like, broadly speaking, saying I'm leaning towards green as my primary color. Dude, 2 Rampaging Geoderms is just incredible. The fact that we have 1 main color, red, and green as a secondary. I think that black, we're just going to be running the Collective Nightmare. Urn of Godfire is probably the most reasonable one here. I'm not going to lie. I do really like the Ramosium Greatsword. I think I'm going to get Shadow the Source here over the Sheevan Branch Burner. Hey, it's the Invasion of Morganda, but there's also the Stormclaw Rager. All right. Dude, I'm going to commit to the green. I actually think that I want to have a stronger green list as opposed to, like, having 1 element of sacrifice and a second power element of sacrifice. Like, I think that I just want to not screw myself over here. I think I will get the Furnace Host Charter here. Because, like, right away, if I do this, doesn't this just look cleaner? Oh, what is this garbage doing here? Get out of here. These are all bad. I'll get Crystal Carapace just to really show Rodhide needs to stay out of my decks. Seed of Hope, we actually might legitimately run. Sclapty Nets has always loved catching you live, but I can't keep up with YouTube content and watch you live. I know it's hard. I put you in such tough positions. And for that, I'm sorry. All right, maybe. Some duels would be helpful. Well, it's a Boonbringer Valkyrie. There's also an on-color duel. You know, I'll be honest, I just don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. And I really kind of want to just win. I'm in the mood to win. There's also a Streetwise Negotiator, which is probably actually the best one. Splashing for, like, double white is kind of unbelievably hard. It's easier to just get past an Urabrask. Like, that's what I would recommend that you do. This is our third sweeper. All right, we're going to go ahead and get that one, and it's not close. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we have an Invasion of Regatha. I think we likely will just pick up the Invasion of Regatha. We have 2 Rampaging Geoderms, so the more battles we get, the better. It's entirely possible that we cut Collective Nightmare, that we cut Quintorius Loremaster. I'm leaving them here right now because it's good. Just leaving it here right now. We actually have enough interaction, too. We have, like, Stoke. We have Shatter the Source. I don't think I'll run Furnace Rains, Volcanic Spite, Atraxis Fall. And now Invasion of Regatha. I don't think we're actually going to run the Fearless Scald, but I will still select the Fearless Scald. Eudoro. Yeah? It's a 5/5. Really getting the sense that we're going to cut our extra stuff. Not burgeoning. Well, here's the thing. Blighted Burgeoning does get us access to more land. Is our deck better or worse if we're trying to run Quintorius's? What on earth are these cards doing here? Wow, yeah, no, I don't want to get the 4 mana thing because we are just so stacked on the 4-drop slot. We are way, 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 way too stacked. There's another Volcanic Spite, amazingly. There's another Stormclaw Rager. I mean, I think the only person drafting red at the entire table. Again, I don't think I'm gonna run any of these. Again, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. Ravenous Sailback. Or the duel. Probably the duel. Cut this. That makes it real easy to do. I can get rid of this. I really am unsure what to select to stay in the deck. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yep. Sure. Sure. I mean, this is one of the most stacked set of cards. Like, all of our cards are just good. We just have good cards. Oof. So here's what's kind of weird. I mean, I love Arachnoid Adaptation, but I think we don't need it. Because Arachnoid Adaptation is interaction, and we have 2 Volcanic Spites, Stoke the Flame, and a Shatter the Source, which I used to be more cool on, but I've started to regrow on. I don't think we necessarily want Furnace... Oh yeah, and of course we have Collective Nightmare. I don't think I want Furnace Rains in this list. This feels better in a sack list. Still very, very good. Oh yeah, we have this as removal. Well, I want to delineate between removal and interaction. Interaction basically means instant speed stuff. So, Invasion of Karsus is removal, but it's not like interaction in the way that like a counter spell or a combat trick or a removal spell is interaction. Interaction meaning you do something and I can respond to it. So, when I look at this, we do have 13 creatures, but I feel like that is a little bit of a misnomer. I think we'll probably go like down to 16 lands because we have 2 pests. These can help us filter for things. We also have Invasion of Mercadia. Do I want this Atraxas Fall? Plenty of ways to deal with flyers. I think we just don't want that. Always put our lands in last, because we're an adult. Huh. Aqua black removal is good, but would suggest sticking to red-green for consistency. We have multiple ways to do the fixing, because we have really good sets of lands here. So we'd actually go to one of these. And we have double green, so we'd cut a green. We also have double red, so we should actually do something like this. So we want to hit the overgrown pests. Oops. Let me get these out of here. The fact that we have 2 black sources in our on-color things are good. Let me just add my land combos in right now. So... probably 6, so we have 8, 4, 7, 8, 9 mountains, which makes a little more sense for the invasion of Karsus or Abrask. And we want to hit these on curves, that's probably good. I don't know what's happening here. There we go. You know, I actually kind of think I will just get the Trailblazing Historian in here, which feels like a weird final card to put in. Or a Marauding Dreadship. I want something cheap in here. I think this is it. I think I want to get the Marauding Dreadship. I like that. I like that. What did I do wrong here? 17 lands. That's what's going wrong here. 6 and 6, so this is 8, 8, 1. Yeah, no, excuse me, 8, 8, 3. Yeah, this is great. Because the thing is, the question I'm asking myself is, if I just sort of peel this out of the way, what am I worried about? Well, the longer the game goes on, the more I have power cards. A giant 5/5, I get some recursion, I can fight things, I have a Furnace Host Charger, and obviously all my stuff at this higher end is amazing. Just sweeping things, blowing things up, first striking the crap out of things, hitting battles. You know, I think the Marauding Dreadship... I think what I don't want to do is add in something else that's at the high end. I think what I want to make sure that I'm doing is that I'm continuing to apply pressure. And let's not forget that cards like Invasion of Ragatha hardly does anything to the board. Invasion of Mercadia hardly does anything. Actually, it literally doesn't do anything to the board, but it can cycle. So it just doesn't really help me on board. So given these, this is almost like if this was my actual... Let me pull this out. This is a little bit more accurate to what I have. I have 6 2-mana things, 3 3-mana things, And that's more accurate. So that feels like I'm worried about the early game. So as a result, that's what makes me want to think about things like a Trailblazing Historian, and what eventually made me go, yeah, you know what, Marauding Dreadship seems fine. So let's go ahead and Dark Gruul. Okay, maybe you have stopped finding this funny. It gets, for me, funnier over time. So Jund is the name of this color combination, but it's mostly a Gruul deck that runs a single black card. And so I love calling it, you know, kind of in the same way that Bloodfell Caves is trying to get the mountainy caviness of red with the blood and scariness of black, or like Jungle Hollow. Jungle for green, hollow for black, right? Rugged highlands, right? Highlands for the mountainy for the red, you know, and there's still some foresty things, and like rugged, because, you know, it's really red-green. Yeah, so Dark Gruul. Like, you pick the base color combination, and then you put something stupid in it. Like, if we were Splash for Quintorius, it would be Holy Gruul. You know what I mean? If we were splashing blue, it would be Wet Gruul. Alright, so we can... The hand is nearly excellent. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going second. That's good stuff. That is good-ass stuff. I actually want the Kenra Spell Spear to be the one that's countered, because I would rather play the Invasion of Mercadia, dunk the Yadoro to be able to get a mana. So, on one hand, it is a bit unfortunate that we didn't hit any green, but this is one of the reasons why we are happy to keep this hand, is that we have a lot of our scary double red things. We have the double red, we had a way to cycle. And our deck does not need to go under. It doesn't need to, like, tempo someone out. The best possible draw. This. We really are going to have to hurry up. Mizzet Reborn. Alright, well, this is the game right here. This is the game. And it draws one! Amazing! Let's not forget that our deck is stupidly overpowered as well, so, you know. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Niv Mizzet plus Alaras and stuff like that would be pretty funny. So my opponent chooses to attack this and summon this turkey. We'd be swinging in for, like, a ton of damage. I still think our deck is pretty yoked, you know. See whatever down winds up doing. This is just discard a card to make the elementals. So if that happened, we would have 5 damage, 2 and 2. That's a lot of damage. Antharal, happy 109 months in a row. 109, feeling divine. One, two, three, four. So we need to draw land to do the mega combo. All right, well, that kind of is not what the doctor ordered. think this is the best play. Like, we really get super... Oh, Jesus. Thanks for making it as close as humanly fucking possible, man. Jesus. Ingaru, nice. Get rid of that one. It's not a transformed permanent, so it doesn't have Ward 2. So, no cards get drawn. So we swing like this. The Geoderm becomes a 5/5. This has first strike, so that's setting our opponent to 10. And let's not forget that, again, with the Tyrant Flamewright, next turn we can play Iridescent Blade Master, discard, and then we have all our creatures getting haste till end of turn. Yeah, I mean, someone who just went 5 colors and played a Niv Mizzet, like, dude, our deck is still really frightening on this turn 6. We're scary. We're very intimidating. Why didn't Villain block with Niv Mizzet? Villain was tapped. I mean, this is I think this is the best play. Think. I think this is the play still. We have 4 damage from Regatha, which is super significant. Put it on the Urabrask. There's a number of ways in which we don't have lethal. I mean, literally, they can have several Afar's Dispersals, and we get kind of hosed here. You always have to be very careful when declaring lethal. And declaring bankruptcy. Sorry, I love that joke. I'm sorry, the joke is amazing. The thing that really roasts us is healing. Here we will lose one of our big creatures, the Rampaging Geoderm. So we'll lose the Rampaging Geoderm. Got it. So then that would be... Wow, we are getting absolutely murdered. That flips. So we're going to deal 2 damage. Fuck. Still think we're okay. Got a lot of cards out of there. 4 more, and we'll be in good shape. I don't think it was an incorrect play, though. I'm pretty content with our play. And so I feel like this last turn was... I'm really happy with the attack overall. I mean, we got rid of a Cosmic Hunger and Afar's Dispersal. They're down to just 2. This can make this Overgrown Pest... I guess we want to do like this. All right. Wow, that's brave. All right, so let's do this. This at least lets them know that we mean business. We still need another land to be able to double invasion of Karsus. This is actually quite funny. I think the game is about to slow way the hell down. I mean, our deck's been insane. I'm a little disappointed that I cycled that, but I still think we're okay. Stoke the Flames off the top. We already used our Stoke the Flames, which sucks. Oh, by the way, Scourgerland, you had a question that I completely forgot about. I don't know if you're still watching Scourgerland, but I was so dialed in. Can you copy-paste that? While we're waiting on our invariable death, trample and ward. Trample and ward, eh? I don't remember if there's one that gives +3/+3, but there's a number of +2/+2 ones. So I'm happy to go to 3 here. This is the game. Bring it on. Bring it on. That smells of interaction. Probably assimilate essence and we die. Alright, yeah. This is the game. So, still an extraordinarily positive game one for the overall power level of the deck. It's a very powerful format overall, so I think it's fine, but opponent had a very solid deck, and it's just tough to get around a 6/6 flyer. Like, really tough to get around a 6/6 flyer. Let alone a 6/6 flyer that is backed up by a suite of removal and counter spells. So that's alright. Hey, this is a good-looking hand. This is a good-looking hand. You may not go onto the table, my darling. You may not. We're not looking to win every game. We're just looking to get more than 3 wins each one of these draft rounds. Streetwise Negotiator's alright. Let's go ahead and get this one down. Pump myself up. I think it's actually better if we chill here. Joe says, do you have that green flyer removal spell? We sure do. And it's correct not to be running it. It's correct not to be running it. We have Stoke the Flames. We have 2 Volcanic Spites. We have, oh, what's the name of the mega spell? Go ahead and dunk the Marauding Dreadship, because I don't believe that we need it anymore. Invasion of Muruganda is going to actually be fine here for removing some stuff. This is just a 4/4 for a striker. Yeah, but what we generally just want to ensure that we have assigns combat damage. That's different than fight damage, huh? Alright, so we're doing Urabrask first. Yeah, because if it says it assigns damage equal to its power rather than its toughness, we would have been okay. But because it says it assigns combat damage, that makes it not okay. This is going to fight that. So this has 2 health, so if it swung, this would die. Alright. Alright. It is a bit of a problem. Alright. Really? Okay. Well. Alright. Happy to get rid of the tiller. Damn, this is just a lot of good shit. So many incubate tokens. Really, the Glissa is the big issue here. I mean, this game is not gonna end anytime soon, because these are technically 4/4s. Which is positive. Positive thing that happened in life. Vision of Regatha, that's good. Is it attacks or blocks? Just tapped. Maybe in the zone for a little pain here. So Scourgeland says, "Hi Sean, I come for advice. Looks like I could actually start streaming soon. Well, I got an idea on what to do on most things. Still not sure whether I should make a separate account for Discord or use the one I already have for both personal and business, streaming/community career use. I use mine daily and it's important to me, so I was wondering what kind of disruption it'd become if I were lucky enough to reach a reasonable amount of success." Honestly, I genuinely think you can kind of cross that bridge when you get there. Like, I would, broadly speaking, I would first... Wow, both my invasions of Karsus. Okay. I would strongly consider just streaming for like a month or two and just don't even worry about it. Do whatever you want. Because there have been plenty of people that have like rebranded over time. So my opponent's just trying to get in for additional damage. I'm going to say no, and I'm actually just going to accept all 8 damage. Because I would rather swing to try to pick off one of these things, get the cycle from the Hanger Scrounger. And I'm just hanging on. We're just chilling for now. Because, like, just holding this in the hand really slows the game down. Or is that death? 2, 4... Oh, shit, that's death, man. What am I doing? Oh, my God. For some reason... Yeah, I'm so bad. Oh my god. We lose super hard. Oh man. Well, we were actually dead in both cases. I needed to rethink that attack. Ah man. Ah man, what a misplay. What a misplay. Scourger Lynn, coming back to your question, I think that overall, I'm a big believer in do first, and then go, what should I do? Now that I've been doing it for a bit. So for instance, I've had conversations with people that think a lot and try to plan a lot and consider all these different kinds of content, and really they should just start making some content. Yeah, so in that game, I was mostly dead in either case. The only way in which I wasn't dead is if I just chumped out the entire board and then cast the Karsus. A little bummed about the deck's performance, but that's fine. The invasion do 3+2 damage to the board. Why would it have done that? I think hitting the land drop is really important here. Invasion of Regatha flip. Why would it flip? Flip side of the invasion adds +2 to non-combat damage. It does? What does Disciples of Regatha do? Let me investigate. Oh, I misread that. Yeah, no, Regatha actually would have done it. Whoops. What do I want to do here? I actually want every single card here, so I'll just play this. Yeah, Oh, was I at post-combat? Alright, nice. It's okay, it's okay. Slow start to the day. Slow start to the day. Also, kill your bird toss-up. It would have been... That would have just immediately crushed the game. Because we would have had the Urabrask out and it would have had no ability to deal damage. So that was just a tremendous throw then. Fuck. Damn. Oh, fuck. I did not realize that it did the bonus 2 damage. I really need to draw some shit. All right. Rats. It goes to Shaun the Head Flourish, so they would kill Regatha in response. I don't think I understand what you're talking about, Nicol Golis. Because we would deal the damage, so we would have received an Urabrask from killing the Alabaster Host Intercessor. So then they have a cleared board, and I have an Urabrask, and they have a 2/2. Oh my god, lo and behold. It's happening! So at that point in time, they have an empty board, we have an Urabrask, and they have those pair of 2/2s. But there's not much else they can do at that point. How goes the climb? Ethernet, it's going overall good. First game we lost to a close one. Second game we lost just because I just did not understand. Nicol says, sorry, it wasn't a throw because when you cast the Invasion of Karsus to deal 3+2 to everything, they can respond by flourishing the Regatha to flip. And Karthus would only deal 3 damage to everything. Oh. Sure, it is possible for our opponent to have a variety of different cards in their hand that can change the outcome, and eventually we saw that they had a final flourish. We don't know if they had it in hand or whether they drew it off the top when it was finally their turn. But I'm just talking about the play. The play right there deals enough damage to clear the board. Because, like, you know, for instance, if I start considering everything they could or couldn't have, or did or didn't have, That doesn't change the importance of learning what the good play is. Like, for instance, if I am in mono red and my opponent has 3 health and I have a lightning strike, I'm going to shoot them in the face, period. That is just what I'm going to do. Oh, this guy's been stasis? Oh, you fuck. And the statement is, that's the correct play. Shoot them in the face for 3. Now, if my opponent... Oh my god, what if my opponent had, you know... For some reason... a counterspell? It doesn't matter. It is correct to shoot them in the face with lightning strike. So that's the analysis that I'm looking at Nickel Goals. Your point is still true, that there are interactive ways that they could have removed it. They may have had the Final Flourish in hand. I don't remember if they literally cast it on that turn or whether they drew it on their next one. But, the thing that I am pained about is not the loss. The thing that I am pained about is missing something substantive that would have allowed us to be in a substantially better position instead of immediately losing. You'll love to see that. On yourself. Actually, I should have put it on this one. As far as dispersal. I have an MX desire for one enjoy the learning. Learning makes us better Magic players. Dude, there's some days I'm just in no mood to fucking learn. You know what I mean? I'm not here to learn. I'm here to win. Excuse me. So they can block 2 things. They are blocking 2 things right now. 2 things. They're blocking 2 things. They can block 4 damage here. And then 4 damage here. So then we'd be getting in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can't shoot the face. So I think that this is the correct thing to do. Oops. I think this is correct. Pains me greatly to cast. Or to dunk, but I need to dunk something. Right? That's the wrong block. Great. So we get in with a bonus damage. So that's trample. And now, because we did it in this way, we have Urabrask Volcanic Spite for the win. Or frankly, we can just Kyron Flame right again. Oh my god, we actually won a game with our unbelievably powerful deck. Woo! Yeah, I think Current Flamerite is kind of nasty good. All right. Dark Gruul manages to mark a win. Let's go Dark Gruul. All right. This is actually good enough. This is actually a really good hand because we have a turn 2, a turn 3 play. Hey, I remember adding you many moons ago. And if we can just get any extra land. So I think this is more important to do. Invasion of Karsus here is probably going to be the thing that actually lets us start winning games. Because we can just fall behind a little bit at the start of the game and we're fine. Being able to Karsus and then just like charge in and flip it relatively easily is kind of insanely broken. Another Boomtown Beatstick. Okay. Yeah, I still think it's correct to do this. I still think it is. Hunting for a red land. Alright, we didn't get it, but Kenra Spellspear is really good. We have Volcanic Spite. We just have like a bunch of things that are great. The infamous double beatdown boomstick. I think this Beamtown Beatstick, or Boottown Boomstick, whatever I've been calling it, is actually amazing. Mountain off the top one time. Mountain off the top one time. One time. Great. This is the game. 3 damage. You know you want it. My opponent counter magics. Like, alright, we're standing up. We're a standing gamer. We just boomtowned him. Alright, some equipping going on. Plenty more where that came from. Okay, so I think that the correct play, is to Volcanic Spite this, cycling the Iridescent Blade Master, its lowest value card, Invasion of Regatha-ing to pick the Ichor Drinker off. Oh, I can 4 damage to another target battle or opponent? Jesus. Alright, well that's really, really good. Alright, wow, there's all sorts of text on this card that I've never read before. So this thing says when you cast a spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Okay, but this one says if a non-creature source you control would deal damage to a creature, battle, or opponent, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. I thought that this applied only to the face because I've been playing Standard lately, and Invasion of Regatha shows up in some mono-red lists. And they use this to increase the damage to the face. How are you liking Standard right now? It's pretty fun. Not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. I'll play Urbrask. And this deals 1 damage to target opponent, not 1 damage to target opponent or battle. Great. Great, great, great. And what are we going to be up against? Probably Stormclaw Rager and... I don't know. Belgium says, is Junji, the Midnight Sky, any good? I don't know, let me find out. I'm actually going to look on my phone so it doesn't keep muting my audio. Midnight Sky. Images. Hold on, I'm looking. I mean, it looks pretty fun. A flying 5/5 with Menace. And when it dies, it brings someone back. I mean, it kind of depends on what you're measuring as being good or bad. Because the fact of the matter is, you know, if you're just getting started, you're just now coming back. Alright, well that sucks. Kroxa? Holy shit, Kroxa. We don't actually have the best cards in there, so that's at least reassuring. So, yeah, I mean, like, I would say it depends on what you're doing. If you're, like, just getting back into the game and you're playing, yeah, dude, put some Junjis in there. Like, when it comes to mid-tier, like, kitchen table Magic, fucking around is always the best way to go. Alright, so, mill. Kroxa is going to come back to haunt us a lot here. So I think that this is lethal, right? Because what I do is I go... Oh, shit, that's right. Sure. I think this is right. I think this is right. Because this is whenever you cast a spell, deal 2 damage to each opponent. So now when I cast Kenra's Spell Spear, that's 4 damage to the dome. When I cast Volcanic Spite, that's another 4 damage to the dome, plus the one from Urabrask. Just need to reverse the order for Urabrask's mana. Oh, that's right. This fucking guy generates a mana. Ah, really nice. Really, really nice. My opponent is largely hosed regardless. So we say goodbye to the Kenra Spell Spear. Nice. Nice. This, I completely overlooked this thing. Okay, so this should be it. So I do this. Bang, 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 bang. My opponent goes to 5, can only block 1. This gets cycled. And we have a number of double-sided spells that can be drawn from the Overgrown Pest. Alright. Our deck is good enough that even our misplays are not enough to overthrow it. Alright. Victory. Okay, Dark Gruul. 2 and 2. Jesus, thank God. So we could have been in a potentially winning position in Game 2, but... Jeez. I genuinely think that Eudora is doing nothing but being fucking Volcanic Spite dunk bait. Fenvary's drafts are going okay. We had a power draft in this round. Like an absolute stupid power draft. However, we lost first 2 games. And for that, we wish to cry. So I want to shoot this immediately. I really want to get a third land drop. Like, really badly. Getting the Overgrown Pest down will kind of solve a lot of our problems here. We've done it. I mean, I don't know if there's any 2-damage flash things, so I may as well just play both of them. I think that weird fairy with glasses. You can derision whatever you decide. That's the world champion. Yeah, man, it doesn't change the fact that fairy looks something strange, man. The world of magic, glasses, in my fantasy game? Yeah, no, in the same way that the, I don't remember what the name of the white card is, because I always call it Paulo Vitor Damaderosa. The 3-1 that looks at the hand and taxes you? Yeah, that card's sweet. Rexing Gargantua. Hey. So, how do I want to do this? I mean, I think this is the best play. Puts them in range of death. I mean, they're at 3. Stoke the Flame is really good. Herbrask, really good. Almost any creature is really good, to be honest. That fucking sucks. Alright. Regatha wins. Yeah, we got 2 snap win baby cards right here, baby. That one down. Oh, Flartin says you could choose not to fight with the Invasion of Muruganda and make the Geoderm a 5/5. Is that true? Oh, fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Nice. Yeah, that would have been a nice play. That would have been really, really nice. I had no idea it was up to 1. Sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, so generally speaking, Stoke and... Oof! Fuck! Who runs this card? Oh, thank God. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're gonna win. Off the top, Stoke the Flame, no problem. Not the worst, but not the best either. Dude. Man, that discard. Dude, oh my God. 2 games. Like, if we lose this, that's 2 games lost because there's like a subtle bit of text we missed. Rough. Because if we swung, we would have brought them to 1. Yeah, no, use removal, it's fine. Thomas Horse, is there a power equilibrium between colors? Like, for example, green being fundamentally worse against blue? So, there's some of that. There's some funky stuff. Generally, no. There's things like red tends to have cards that are good against blue and against white. Or green is good against blue and black. So there's certain cards that are like, do extra damage against this color. Shard of the Source. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. This is unfortunately not any target, but I can shoot my battle. Which, for instance, if we drew an Overgrown Pest, we could shoot this, play the Overgrown Pest, deal 2 damage, get another thing, deal 2 damage. Dude, am I gonna get countered here? Alright, good. Apo Koala, happy 140. Happy 140 months in a row, Apo Koala. I will eventually set up that good old-fashioned PO box. Alright, still 2 cards in the deck that can win it for us. Still 2. Ah, farts. Drat. Well. Maybe I should have shot in the Etched Host. Doombringer. Maybe. But just playing to the outs. Alright, so we'll be at 1, so if we draw the Prickle Fairies, that effect will go onto the stack. Let's see if we can win this. So we'll be at 1. Oh, we won't be at 1? Oh, I miscounted. Fuck. Well, that stinks. So we just fucking died. Well, this was a disappointing draft. I really thought that we had an excellent draft. At least we did go 2 and 3, which is, I guess, a little bit of a consolation.